And I believe that with a bit of luck on the line, do we have a Kyle? Kyle, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Kyle can hear me. That's fantastic. Okay. Liam, can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Great stuff. Sander, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great stuff. And finally, Bailey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Rock and roll, boys and girls. Kyle, Liam, Sander, and Bailey, as you can see on your screens, are going to play the Undisputed Magic the Gathering Trivia Championship of the World. This is how it's going to work. I am going to tell you 8 questions each, which will represent day 1 of a trivia tournament. You need to get to 4 wins or better to advance to day 2, at which point you will get 8 more questions. For each question you get right, you will get 3 points on the leaderboard. And at the end of the season, the top 8 from the 64 players who compete across 16 weeks will come back for the elimination rounds. I'm going to get right to it, and we're going to be very quick fire. So, Kyle, I'm going to start with you. Round 1 for everyone is about dissension. So, round 1 is dissension. Kyle, your question is this. Here we go with the Undisputed Magic Gathering Trivia Championship of the World. Round 1. Kyle, what named ability does Govern the Guildless have? What named ability? So, whether it's, a triggered ability or a keyword or whatever, it has a named ability. Govern the Guildless. What is that keyword? What is that ability?
Hot.
Good try. It is forecast. So miss out on round 1 for you. Liam, here's your question. And it is this. Flamekin War Scout tends not to be on battlefields for very long. Why not? Flamekin War Scout tends not to be on battlefields for very long. Why not?
Is it sacrificed in the end step?
That's a really good try. I can't give it to you, though. The answer is whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you had to sacrifice it. Just like that, that was the end. Okay, Sander, you're up next. If you forecast Plumes of Peace, what do you get to do? If you forecast Plumes of Peace, what do you get to do?
That's a tough one. I think that the target creature cannot attack or block.
It's a good try. You get to tap a target creature, which sort of does the same thing, but no, it's just tap a creature. And finally, here in a very difficult round 1 for dissension, Bailey, your question is this. Apart from the reminder text, which is all about what this card does, apart from the reminder text, what is the first word in the text box of Breeding Pool? Breeding Pool, the land, the green-blue land. Apart from the reminder text, what is the first word in the text box?
Breeding Pool enters the battlefield tapped.
The answer is as. As Breeding Pool comes into play. All right, end of round 1. Everyone currently haven't needed to trouble the scorers. Let's go to round 2, and Liam, we're going to start with you. The questions are on Lorwyn. And your question, Liam, is this. What is the type line, i.e. where the creature type goes, what is the type line of Gilt Leaf Ambush? It has 3 words. What is the type line of Gilt Leaf Ambush, Liam?
I'm going to go for Creature Elf Warrior.
No, you got 1 out of 3. It is Tribal Instant Elf. Tribal Instant Elf. Okay, on we go to Sander. Which Vivid Land doesn't make you remove a counter to get green mana? Which Vivid Land doesn't make you remove a counter to get green mana?
Vivid Grove?
That is absolutely correct. Sander, hooray, you've restored my faith in humanity, and you're up to 3 points at 1 and 1. Bailey, your question. What does Warren Scourge Elf have protection from? What does Warren Scourge Elf have protection from?
Protection from giants.
Oh, good try. It's protection from goblins. It's the Scourge of the Goblin Warrens, you see. Warren Scourge Elf. And finally, for Lorwyn, Kyle, your question is this. What 1 mana blue card from Lorwyn was quickly banned in Modern? What 1 mana blue card from Lorwyn was quickly banned in Modern?
Ponder?
It absolutely was Ponder. 3 points to Carl. Well done. Okay, I nearly gave you 4 there by mistake. Round 3, we go deep into Magic's past to alliances, and we start with Sander. Sander, according to the flavour text on Carrier Pigeons, which doesn't sound like a very hopeful start to a question, but bear with me. According to the flavour text on carrier pigeons, where is King Darien the king of?
Keldor.
Absolutely right. You see, it started off like hideously, and then bang, there we go. Well done, Sandor. On we go. To Bailey, your question is this. Scars of the Veteran lets you prevent damage to a creature or player. But is Scars of the Veteran an instant or a sorcery?
A sorcery.
Ah, it's an instant, I'm afraid. Oh dear. All right, on we go. Next up, Kyle. Balduvian Dead makes what type of token? There's a bunch of answers I'll take here. If you want to tell me colours, power and toughness, the type of creature. Balduvian Dead makes what type of token?
Zombie token?
No, it's Graveborn. A perfectly reasonable answer. Graveborn 3/1 black and red with haste. And finally, Liam, your question. What is the creature type of Keeper of Tressorhorn? What is the creature type of Keeper of Tressorhorn?
Oh, is that a zombie knight?
No, unfortunately, the clue was in the question. It is in fact a keeper. Keeper of Tressorhorn's a keeper. Sometimes it was that simple. Okay, round 4. We struggled a little bit with going a long way back. We're going even further. We're going back to the very, very, very beginning. It's time for limited edition alpha questions. And Bailey, you are up looking to get off the mark here. I think you can do this. In what year was alpha released? In what year was alpha released?
1994.
Okay, so did you say 1993?
No, I said
couldn't-
94.
No, I couldn't quite hear you. Did you say 1993, Bailey? You did, didn't you?
Yes, I said 1993.
1993. That doesn't surprise me because I had you pegged as someone who knew your trivia stuff. You are right. It is 1993. Good job. 3 points to Bailey. He's underway. I'm like that helpful judge who just goes, no, if you block, you won't take any damage, and then you know that there's something else going on. Okay, so that was Bailey. On we go. Kyle, how many keywords are there in alpha? Are there 6, 8, or 10? Keywords in alpha, 6, 8, or 10?
I'm going to go with 6.
You are absolutely right. Good job. 3 points to you. You're up to 2 and 2 at the halfway mark on day 1. Next, Liam. Which are there more of in alpha? Commons or uncommons?
Uncommons.
You are spot on. There are 95 uncommons, only 74 commons in alpha. Obviously not the usual way things are, but that's 3 points to Liam. Well done, you're off the mark. And Sounder, this question for you. To the nearest million, so you've got a chance, to the nearest million, what was the initial print run of alpha?
I'd say 1 million.
No, it's quite a lot more. It was 3 million was to the closest, and it was 2.6 million was the initial print run. So you stay at 2 and 2 along with Kyle. You're setting the pace. On we go. We're back to Kyle. We come forward to Alara Reborn. And my question is this for you, Kyle. What is the converted mana cost of Deadshot Minotaur? Or Minotaur, if you're British. What is the converted mana cost of Deadshot Minotaur?
4.
No, it's 5. 3 green and red. Close, though. Liam, let's see if we can get this one for you. What does Dragon Appeasement make you skip? What does it make you skip? Dragon Appeasement.
Your draw step?
Very good. You're spot on. It makes you skip your draw step. 3 points to Liam. On we go to Sander. This card gave the landed enchanted Shroud and then adds extra mana when you tap it. Name the card. Gives the... Go on.
I don't think I remember. Oh,
Okay.
no. I'll
No.
have to pass.
Okay.
I know that it's...
It's green.
And it's white/red, but the rest
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is. Trace of Abundance. There
Too
we go.
bad.
Okay. Bailey, your question. Already a 5/4. What bonus ability does Sigiled Behemoth have? It's already a 5/4.
Vigilance?
Say again.
Vigilance.
Oh, unfortunately not. It is Exalted. Exalted, so it attacks as a 6/5. Okay, round 6. You've all got the same idea for round 6. And round 6 is called The Name is the Same. I'm going to give you the name of a card. And there are 3 cards in Magic history that begin with that word. You have to name any 2 of those 3. So, here we go. Liam, I'm going to start with you, and the name I'm going to give you is Abbey. Abbey. There are 3 cards that are Abbey something. I need you to name me 2 of them.
Abby Griffin.
Abbey Griffin is definitely one of them, yes.
I'm not sure. I'll guess Abby Cleric.
Oh, that's a very good try. Abbey Griffin, you're spot on with. The other 2 were Gargoyles and Matron. Good try, good try. Let's go to Sander. Your word is basalt or basalt. B-A-S-A-L-T. There are 3 cards that begin basalt something. I need you to name 2 of them.
Well, I know Basalt Monolith, and I think the second one would be Basalt Golem.
Fantastic.
The 6-mana colorless one.
You are spot on. Basalt Golem, Basalt Monolith. Do you happen to know the third one? Doesn't matter. You get your points anyway. It was Basalt Gargoyle. That was another gargoyle. Okay, on we go to Bailey. Bailey, your question. It is Balshan. B-A-L-S-H-A-N. Balshan. There are 3 cards that begin with that. Name 2 of them.
There's none that come to mind.
Do you think you could get 1? I'm trying to beguile you here. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I don't think I can. I'm not familiar with that term.
Okay, Bailey. It is Balshan Beguiler, Balshan Collaborator, and Balshan Griffin. Okay, commiserations there. And then Kyle, here's your question. Barrins. B-A-R-R-I-N apostrophe S, as in the character Barin. Barrins what? I need 2 of the 3.
Let's see. Barons. Unfortunately, more keeps coming to my mind, but that's not one of them.
No.
Barons Alehouse and Barons Casino.
It's a great try. Alas, not quite. The answer is Codex, Baron's Spite, and Baron's Unmaking. All right, well, Bailey, I'm afraid he's gone. We'll play out the rest of the day 1, see what his final score is, because that matters to the rest of you for opponent match win percentage. Kyle and Liam need these next 2, and Sander needs one of the next 2 to advance to day 2. Round 7 is about World Wake. And Sander, your question is this. What sort of tokens are made with Terastodon?
3/3 green elephant tokens.
Oh, you are very good, Sander. I like you. You're very confident with your answers and you really know what's going on. I think you could do well here. Bailey, here's your question. What is the activation cost of Celestial Colonnade?
3, a white and a blue.
You are spot on. Well done. That's your second match win here on the Undisputed Magic Gathering Trivia Championship of the World. Kyle, here we go.
Yes.
The artwork on this land destruction spell shows a teeny tiny horse and a teeny tiny rider falling into the abyss.
Tectonic Edge.
Ah, good try, but no, it's Roiling Terrain. Oh, and that's going to put you out of day 2, I'm afraid. We have one more question for you. Meanwhile, Liam, you need this one to stay alive. Here we go. I think you'll get this. Horned Turtle costs 2 and a blue for a 1/4 turtle. Calcite Snapper is also a 1/4 turtle, but what does it cost?
Could you repeat the question, please? Sorry.
So all it is really is Horned Turtle, a 1/4 turtle. The cost of that is 3 mana, 2 generic and 1 blue mana. Calcite Snapper is another 1/4 turtle. But what is the cost of that creature? It is not 2 and a blue.
I have no idea. I will guess.
Ask yourself why I would ask this question like this. If it isn't 2 and a blue, what might it be? Don't put the answers in the chat room, foolish people.
I'm not looking at the chat room.
I'm sure you're
I don't know. One blue.
You are correct, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, they just made it slightly harder to cast. They wanted it to feel a bit more blue. All right, it's round 8. Here we go, the last round of day 1. Classic, 6th edition. Bailey, here's your last question. Who is the card Maro named after? Who is the card Maro named after? Or
Mark Rosewater.
is absolutely correct. Well done, Bailey. You finish up at 3 and 5 on the day. Not quite enough to get you into day 2, but there's always next season here on the Undisputed Magic the Gathering Trivia Championship of the World. Thank you very much for playing.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for being part of the show. We say goodbye to Bailey, who is gone on day 1. Kyle, here's your last question. What does Tranquility destroy?
All enchantments.
It certainly does. Kill all enchantments. Carl, you're up to 9 points. You're 3 and 5 as well. But I'm afraid that means you do not get to advance to day 2. Thank you so much for being part of the show. And we look forward to seeing you in future weeks and future seasons here on the show. Take care, Carl. See you again soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Liam, you need this one, my friend. Is wild growth, you've got 50-50 chance. Is wild growth common or uncommon? Wild growth. Common or uncommon?
Common.
It certainly is. You're through to day 2 at 4 and 4. Good job. Fantastic.
Phew.
And finally, Sander, what is the converted mana cost of Fountain of Youth?
Now that's a good one. I don't know, but I think it's white, so probably 2 and a white. Or
Okay.
3 mana?
No, it is not. The converted mana cost is 0. It's actually an artifact, and it's just
Oh.
0. You tap it to gain life, I think. So that's the end of day 1. Kyle and Bailey just missed out, but we advance with Liam and Sander to day 2. 8 more questions each, and you can still get easily into the top 8 as we play day 2. So here we go, and I'm going to start with Liam. Your round 9 question is on New Phyrexia. Complete the card name of this rare. Gingitaxius, what? Gingitaxius something.
I can't remember it all. Is it Augur?
Yes, it is. Do you know, I'm going to give you that. It is Core Augur. I'm going to give you that because you dredged Augur up from nowhere. So good job. Gingitaxius Core Augur. Sander, your new Phyrexia question is this. Quote, the first explosion that didn't excite goblins, close quote, is the flavor text for which 5 black spell. The first explosion that didn't excite goblins is the flavor text for which 5 black spell.
It's probably an explosion made out of ichor.
Yes,
Ichor
spot
explosion.
on. Well done. You are good at this, Sander. Great stuff. I'm going to stay with you for round 10, Apocalypse. Dwarven Patrol doesn't untap during your untap step. So how do you untap it?
By sacrificing a land?
No, it's whenever you play a non-red spell. So we go back to Liam for your Apocalypse question. What does it cost you to give Ebony Treefolk +1/+1 until end of turn? Ebony Treefolk.
Black?
Have you finished?
Black?
You have finished. Okay, no, can't give it to you. It's black-green because it's ebony for the black and then treefolk for the green. So it's black-green. Okay, on we go to round 11. I think you're going to find this one a little difficult because you're not going to have long because there's only 2 of you. This is the anagram round. Liam, from Theros, what card has the anagram Reborn Holdover Art? Reborn Holdover Art. I'm going to let you think about that for a minute, and I'm going to give Sander his anagram, which is this. Again, from Theros, then, THEN, 8, ATE, offstage, OFFSTAGE. Then 8 off stage. So, Liam, do you have any idea about Reborn Holdover Art?
Ironically, no, but I think I know the answer to the other question. No, I'm going to have to pass on this one.
The answer is Abhorrent Overlord is Reborn Holdover Art. Sander, do you have any idea about Then 8 off stage?
No, I don't have a clue.
Okay. Liam, you think you know Then 8 off stage? Give it a whirl.
No, I thought it might have been Battlefield Thaumaturge, but it's not. It's obviously not. There's
No.
no B in there.
No, it's Agent of the Fates. Agent of the Fates. All right, we go on to round 12. And Sander, your question is on Exodus. Does this make me look fat? Is the flavor text on robe of what? Does this make me look fat? Is the flavor text on robe of what?
Robe of Shadows?
Good try. It's Robe of Mirrors. Good try, though. Liam, let's ask you. If you spend 4 and a red to summon a 2/2 townsfolk, what card have you cast?
I have not the foggiest.
Okay, the answer is Anarchist. One of those things that brought back sorceries or instants from your graveyard, I think.
Yes.
Pretty sure it was that. And then the other one was Scrivener, the blue one. Okay, round 13. This is about bans, Liam. B-A-N-S. In Vintage, what happened to Time Vault in March of 1996?
Was it removed from the ban list?
It was very good. It became unbanned. Congratulations. You get 3 more points. That takes you up to 18. So you're now already tied with last week's Max Perlman, who got 6 wins. So well done, you. Ban question for Sander. In which year did Extended first make an appearance on the banned and restricted list? In which year did Extended first make an appearance on the banned and restricted list?
Oh, that must have been a long time ago. Let me
Yes,
think.
it was a long time ago.
Probably in the 1990s.
Yes.
I'd have to make a guess, and I'll take 7, so 1997.
You are spot on. Yes, well done. 3 points to you. Well, exactly. Good job. 3 rounds to go. Sander, it's your question on Legends. Apart from Akron Legionnaire, which others of your creatures can attack? Apart from Akron Legionnaire, which of your creatures can attack?
Other Legionnaires?
No, it's a good try. It's it's artifact creatures. So the Legionnaire and artifact creatures. Okay, Liam, here's your question. Is Great Defender a regular creature? Is it a wall? Or is it an instant? Great Defender. A normal creature, a wall, or an instant?
I'm going to go for an instant.
You're spot on. It gives a toughness bonus. I thought that was impossible. I thought it has to be just like a defender. But no, an instant. And well done. You're up to 7 wins. Great stuff. 2 rounds to go. We are going to stick with you, Liam. And we go to Fate Reforged and the intro packs. So, these are the 60-card decks where you get a couple of boosters in there as well. And there's a big splashy rare on the front for people who are just starting playing. It's a great way to learn the game. What colours are in Unflinching Assault? It's 2 colours I'm looking for. In the Fate Reforged intro pack, what are the 2 colours in Unflinching Assault?
I'm going to go for black and red.
Half right. You were right about the black. It is black and white. Unflinching Assault. Good try, though. And Sander, your question. What colours are in Cunning Plan? My lord, I have a cunning plan.
Well, I think they're all enemy colors, and Cunning Plan sounds like blue and red.
Sander, you're very good. Yeah, I really hope you get into the top 8 because I think you could do some damage in this competition. Great stuff. You tie Liam at 7 wins apiece. Here is the last question. And we go to Sander. And we go to Magic 2014. Bogbrew Witch lets you find 2 cards. Name either. Bogbrew Witch lets you go and find 2 cards. Name either of them.
Witch's Cauldron?
I'm going to give you that. It's Bubbling Cauldron, but yes, Witch's Cauldron will do fine. I will give you 3 points. The other one is Festering Newt. So well done, Xander. You finish up at 8 and 8. And Liam trying to get to 8 and 8 as well. Quote, "It hurts more if you think about it," which is a quote from Hook's Cabal Torturer. Name the iconic black sorcery. It hurts more if you think about it. Hook's Cabal Torturer. Name the iconic black sorcery.
Is it Mutilate?
No, it's Duress. duress, the famous duress. So Kyle, thanks for being on the show. 3 wins. Bailey, 3 wins on day 1. Liam and Sander advance to day 2. Liam finishes at 7 and 9. Sander in what is going to look like quite a cluttered pack, I think, on 8 and 8. 4 more people coming on next week. Guys, thank you so much for being part of the Undisputed Magic the Gathering Trivia Championship of the World, and thanks for watching Downtime. We'll see you very soon.
Thanks for having me.
Take care, Sander. Take care, Liam. Okay, so that was the Undisputed Magic the Gathering Championship